Hi everyone, so I've been making videos talking a little about my opinions when it comes to Love Island, but trying the Maybelline makeup that they have been sponsoring. I haven't made a video for the past few episodes, so while I try this out, we're going to just speed through it all, and then I gotta go watch the next one tonight. So I never had a chance to try the Sunset Blush trend. I've always wanted to try it. So I thought it was best to try it with the products that I have today. The products I have today is the Maybelline Sun Kiss Matte Blush. And I have it in two different colors. This one is Hot Pink Summer and this one is Spritzy Orange. So I'm going to use both of these colors on my face at the same time. I'm going to put one above, one the bottom, and blend them into each other. And we'll see how it comes out. On the higher parts of my cheek, I'm going to use the Hot Pink Summer. And for the lower parts of my cheek, I am going to use the, what is it? Spritz Orange? Spritzy Orange. The Spritzy Orange. Let's speed through this. Nickelodeon, oh my god, they broke my heart mad fast. I was so for it. I feel like the connection is there, but they don't want to do Sierra wrong like that, so I kind of get it, but I felt like they could have won that whole show if Nick and Alondra stood together. Like, I was rooting for them. I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for them. I feel like Alondra was more giggly with him than anyone else, and I felt like he was smiling more than I've ever seen before, which is why them like friend zoning each other, I was like, it's because of their respect for Sierra. It's not because of anything else, I feel. So I feel like with the heart race challenge, I literally assumed that Ace was going to have the highest for Huda because I've always speculated that he likes her, which we all kind of knew was like very up there in the face, never hidden. So I feel like that was not shocking at all. But I feel like the way people acted to Huda, not for nothing, like everyone was doing the challenge, everyone was doing a lot, so I feel like I didn't like people's reaction to her. But what I don't like, which I will point out, Ace grabbed her behind and no one is talking about that. And I feel like people keep bringing up Jeremiah is not there. And in case you haven't noticed, like, she's been doing much better with herself, and her doing much better than herself, like, at least give her credit. Like, don't sit there and keep bringing up like how she was when that's not how she's been lately. And I understand everyone's also valid to their feelings, and everyone's, you know, entitled to, you know, to express that. But there's a point where something seemed a little bullying-ish to me, and that's where I don't like it. I love the Maya and Zach in it. They had me cracking up in the one-on-ones, but I'm hoping from watching last night's episode, like, he does not switch up on her, because I feel like people keep trying to couple up with her and then they switch up on her and she's nothing but a nice, genuine person, and I don't understand it. Like, switching between the brush and, you know, the pad, because I feel like the brush spreads it out better, but then this makes it like press in and blend in better. And this looks so cute. I actually want to bring it up like closer here. I think the ones that made me laugh the most was, oh my god, Taylor had me cracking up with his dance. Like, I like Clark for him. I like Clark. Like, I understand the feelings with Alondra, and like, it was messed up because I feel like he gave her hope. But I honestly do think Clark is just a better fit for him. Now I want to add like highlighter on top of it to see like how it will look. I feel like the highlighter just pulled it all together. Like, it looks really good, the blush, and it does give you like that sun-kissed look. I really love this. The thing is, it looks so pigmented, but when you blend it out, it's thin, where I feel like it's buildable, but it gives you enough pigment. And I feel like it was like easy. So if you're even someone who's like scared to try it because you feel like the colors are too strong, I feel like 2 dots will go a long way for you. But at the same time, it won't be so harsh as it looks in the bottle. Like, the blending of the blush was actually really easy, and it was so good. I love pigmented products that I know I could create dramatic looks later with, so I feel like this is up there with the shadow sticks for me. So Maybelline, you did your big one again. Going to go watch the next episode because apparently they're calling out each other with secret letters, so let's see how that goes. I will see you all soon. Bye. So I have to come back for a moment because I did just watch the episode. Pepe wasn't wrong about them with Hannah. Her and Pepe had a strong connection, and we all knew that. So what did they mean by they didn't see it much? Like, we not even in the house with y'all. Like, y'all know damn well y'all saw it. Hannah shouldn't have been voted off because they had a connection. The whole point of it was to make a connection. Like, I thought Iris was gonna go home. I thought, like, you know, that was the easiest to understand at the time. I'm glad Amaya stood on business and told everyone what it is. Zach talking about he likes to handle business in private. I'm clocking you because you said that, and then during the challenge you went and spoke out about something that you could have had discussion with Amaya about in private. I like how Huda stood on business too. I'm glad she defended herself because she was right. And everyone keeps bringing up Jeremiah when it comes to her challenges. Jeremiah ain't there. And Huda has improved. And being that Huda improves, it does not mean that you get to sit there and use her past as an excuse for your current actions. I don't like how they brought up girl code but completely forgot Nicolangelo was existing for a moment. Like, y'all can't mention girl code either. Y'all can't mention that to Huda right now, because why is no one sitting there pointing out that Alondria and Nick dead made out and in soul ties? I just feel like when Shelly's wrong, or if Alondria is wrong with something, or Sierra even, I want someone to clock them. I want people to actually clock each other and stop sitting there and consoling them for, you know, wrong feeling. And I don't like how they put out Huda and Chris's business about kissing. Like, Huda went and confided into her, and I knew it the moment that Huda was sitting there and telling Alondria about their kiss. I was like, she's only asking information for Shelly, and I knew something was gonna be said. I knew it. So I feel like that's not sisterhood either. Like, y'all try and preach sisterhood around her, or try to sit there and like put it on her as well, but none of y'all are doing it either. Oh, and to bring it back to Amaya, I am so glad that Brian spoke up about Latin households and how we talk to each other, because like, that's part of culture. That's part of her culture. That's part of how they all naturally talk to each other and their family. That episode was crazy. And guess who I'm voting for? Amaya. I am voting for Amaya to be my favorite girl because I'm keeping her in the house.